All right, so this is day 3, chest and back for October. So we are gonna be utilizing the bench a decent amount for this entire workout. So to start, you are going to incline your bench. It is on notch 2. Both black handles are on and the levers are all the way to the bottom. When you set the bench up in the rig, the back of the bench where the wheels are should be pretty much in line with the red levers. So that's a pretty good spot to tell your clients to set up their bench. Unless you wanna have it set up for them before they get here. So we have 2 exercises. This is a little bit different as well. So we are going to do a chest specialization with 4 exercises, and then we're gonna do a little chest burner. Then we're gonna move on to our back specialization. We've done the timing and the tempo to be a little bit of a combo between the set and the burner. So we'll walk through this. So for the chest specialization, we have 4 exercises. We have 2 blocks. We're gonna do the first 2 exercises twice and then the second 2 exercises twice. So our clients are going to grab the black handles. First, we have an incline bench chest fly. So press your back, press your shoulder blades against the bench, and we are doing a fly. So again, soft bend in our elbows. Exhale as we squeeze in front of our chest. From there, they're gonna take a little break. Our elbows then go to 90, and we're pressing exhale as we go up, kind of straight out in front of our face. We don't want them to go out, but we don't want them to go up kind of for their shoulders. So kind of just lift and throw those handles out in front of your face. So you're gonna do the fly for 30, the press for 30, and then you're gonna do that set again. From there, we're just gonna take our bench flat, and we are going to do the same 2 exercises. So it just works our shoulders and our chest a little bit differently when we change the incline. So we're gonna be lying flat. We're gonna grab the black handles. We're gonna start with the fly, pull them straight in front of us. We are then gonna have the handles here, our elbows are out, and we are pressing up and down. Okay? Keep their core tight, try to keep their back as flat to the bench as they can. What's important is that the shoulder blades are back against the bench. 30 seconds. From there, for our chest burner, we're gonna incline the bench again to the second notch. And we have 2 exercises. So we are going to do the cable fly. We are gonna have them do an 8-second hold with a 15-second rep twice. And then they're going to go out and hold, and they're going to press for 15 seconds twice. And that's that chest burner. So that's the chest part of the specialization. Then we are going to move on to the back specialization. So this is a little bit different. We are gonna use the bench and we're gonna be facing the rig. So I will try to talk loudly enough so that you can hear me. We have 3 exercises. We're gonna do each exercise 2 times in a row because we're gonna do it for 30 seconds on and then 15 seconds off. So the first exercise is a seated 2-arm cable row. I'm going to be sitting on this part of the bench facing the rig, and nothing's gonna be supporting me. So I'm gonna use L1 and L2, or R1 and L1. So I'm using these low front cables. Exhale as we row. I did, however, forget to tell you one thing. So in between the chest and the back, we need to pull the bench out. I did have the full range of motion to row, but for this next exercise, I would not. So I need to take my bench and I need to pull it pretty far out. All up in your girl, sorry. So that we have a full range of motion. So the first one was that seated row where I was just sitting on the bench using my core, my back to keep everything tight, nice and tall in my posture. From here, we are going to do a chest supported row. This is not gonna be a lovely shot, and I'm really sorry that you have to see this. But we are going to press our chest up against this bench. Actually, I'm just going to move all of this because I don't wanna be that close. So we're gonna pretend I have a full range of motion. Just know that you need to move the bench out really far. We are going to tuck the back of our legs in this bench here with our feet. Our chest is gonna be up on the bench, but by doing this, it allows our client not to be sitting like this because we've done this before and they had their face here. They didn't really know how to do it. So we're gonna tuck our knees on the lower part and our chest is gonna be up at the top. Our head's gonna be a neutral spine and we're going to row wide with those two cables. That's for 30 seconds. And then the third exercise is an incline bench pull apart. So the bench is gonna stay where it is. They're not gonna have to move the bench between any of these 3 exercises, so we don't have to worry about that. But you do wanna have a band sitting next to them. So this is a fast transition. They're just going to lie on the bench and they're going to pull this band apart. Exhale, pull it all the way against your chest. So we have the seated row where they're using the two outside lower cables that we use for most exercises, facing the rig, sitting up nice and tall on this. Then they have the chest supported row where they are using this bench to support their chest and they're rowing. And then we have the pull apart. Each exercise is 30 on, 15 off, and we're doing it 2 times in a row. Then we have lower body. So this is a good one, I like this. We're gonna use the bench for a lot of lower body. So we are going to take the bench and flatten it. I'll move this, let's see, I'll move this here. So our first exercise, we have 5 exercises for this lower body circuit, and we're just doing these 5 2 times in a row, and each one is 30 seconds or 30 seconds per side. So our first is a rear foot elevated split squat. So it's really important. We might not have a lot of clients who can elevate their foot. It's really important that you watch their form. If they cannot elevate their foot, then you're just gonna have them go back and do the trusty old regular split squat. Or they can grab a TRX strap and try it. But again, you're the coach, it's up to you. If it looks okay, feels okay, let them try it. If it's ugly and you're not comfortable, their range of motion isn't good, etc., then put them just on the floor. So we are going to elevate our foot. Most people put all of their weight on this leg. It's not supposed to be, but that's the way it happens. I think it's like 90 on the standing leg, 10 on the back leg, 80 on the standing, 20 on the back leg, something around there. So our foot's out because again, we want to keep that knee behind our toe, light weight here, dropping this back knee straight down behind us and back up with your standing leg. Straight down, back up and squeeze. 30 seconds per side. Use your core, keep your chest nice and tall. That's a crusher. They're really gonna feel that on the inside of their legs. The second is a feet elevated one leg hip thrust. So you'll remember a couple of months ago we did upper body elevated hip thrust where we put our back on the bench. This month in October we're gonna put our feet on the bench with our back on the floor. So they can use their black mat if they want. We are going to start with one foot. So one heel on the bench, the other knee just kind of comes over our hips. Thrust your hips. Exhale as you drive your hips to the ceiling and press your heel into the bench. Really use your shoulder blades to lift up nice and high. From here, you're gonna do 30 seconds each side. Then we're gonna put both legs on the bench, both heels, and we're doing double leg hip thrusts with that. Again, exhale, really press your hips to the ceiling, drive those shoulder blades into the floor. It's gonna let you get your hips a little bit higher. 30 seconds for that one. Then we have step ups onto the bench. So let me see, what was our option here? They can do TRX assisted if they need some help. We can ask the Thrive team if we have any clients with some knee issues, if we can use a 6-inch box. They have some in there, and then the SP room has plenty. We probably won't need those. I had one in particular, but she's not here right now, so just keep that in mind. They can use TRX assisted or grab them a box, so it's a little bit lower. So I would suggest we're gonna do these exercises for 2 rounds. So my suggestion is the first round, lead with the right leg or the left, and then the second leg, or the second round, lead with the opposite leg, up and down both times. So we're going to step up and step down. So there's variations of this. I'll lead with the other leg. So we can go up, up, down, down, or they can go up and down, up and down, or they can even add a little plyo jump. Up and down, up and down. Again, it depends on their strength, it depends on their knees. keep an eye on it. If they want to try the plyo jump lunge on the floor, that's cool too. Let them try that, okay? So that's 30 seconds, round one, and then 30 seconds, round two, switch their legs. And then the fifth exercise for this does not use the bench, but it does use the rope. So you're gonna want the rope on the cable, feet a little bit wider than hips. It's not sumo. Really exaggerate that butt going back, squeeze your shoulder blades together so your back's flat. Exhale and squeeze your glutes. You're familiar with this one. Just make sure your clients aren't pulling that handle up, that their elbows stay tucked in their rib cage. 30 seconds, and that's the lower body circuit. So again, really quickly, we have the rear elevated split squat, 30 seconds each side, feet elevated, one leg hip thrust, 30 seconds each side, feet elevated, two leg hip thrust. We have the step ups, 30 seconds, and then we have our rope pull through 30 seconds, 2 rounds. From here, we're gonna do a little bit of upper body. So we have a wide grip push up, 45 seconds. Hands are wide, and we push up for 45 seconds, drop to their knees if they need to. Then we have a rope face pull. So we're already gonna have the rope on this cable from the rope pull through. So we just need to make sure it's at the top. And I obviously didn't have the rope. So this is gonna be a standing face pull. So split stance, it doesn't matter which leg is forward. Hands high, elbows high. And you wanna pull that little black part, the middle of the rope, kind of to your forehead or your nose. Squeeze into your shoulder blades, your triceps. You'll get a little bit of trap work there. That's 45 seconds as well. And then the clients are going to grab a band, and we have our trusty old band chest press. I know this is chest. I let my clients sometimes pick if they want to do a wide chest press, they want to tuck their elbows, and they want to do more of a tricep press. Switch it up. I don't care. I just like them to do the same one, both sets, so that they burn out whichever muscles they choose to work. So 3 exercises: wide grip push-up, rope face pull standing, and then the band chest press standing. Each of those is 45 seconds, and we're doing 2 circuits. Then we have another circuit. We have the rope all the way to the bottom this time. So we have 3 exercises. Each exercise here is 45 seconds. We are going to do a wide grip lat pull down. So we're familiar with this. Your hands go wide. You can put it right where the rope or the bar starts to bend. Feet a little bit wider than your hips. Pull straight down to your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades, squeeze your lats, rhomboids, all of that good stuff. That's 45 seconds. And then we have a new one. This is really cool. It's challenging, but it's fun. But it's also 45 seconds. So we're gonna grab the rope as if we were doing a goblet squat. So your thumbs are gonna be towards you. Feet wider than your hips a little bit. Stand nice and tall, arms extended and straight. And we're doing front shoulder raises. Go really lightweight, super light. It's gonna burn out their shoulders, and that's 45 seconds. So they have to go light because they have to sustain 45 seconds. And then we have our band row, okay? So same thing, feet hip width apart. Keep your shoulders back. I'm still seeing this, it's driving me crazy. Keep your shoulders back, shoulder blades down and packed, and row. 45 seconds, those 3 exercises, wide grip pull down, front shoulder raise with the rope, and the band row are all 45 seconds, 2 circuits. Then we have a challenge. So we are going to do our band chest press for 20 seconds, press it out, 20 seconds, turn around, row, 20 seconds, turn around, press 20, row 20, press 20, row 20, no rest. So pressing and rowing for 20 seconds, alternating on and off. We're gonna do each exercise 3 times. And that's the end of chest and back, aside from core. So for core, each exercise, we have 3 of them. We have a bench core shootout, which we are familiar with. We've done this one before. Clients can hold on to the side here. Extend your legs, keep your shoulders back. Squeeze your core. Exhale as you pull in. Extend. Exhale and crunch your body together. That's 30 seconds. Then we have an elevated iso mountain climber. So this is new. Again, it's really important that you focus on your client's form. If you do not like their form, if their back is sagging and flexing, if they can't pop their shoulders up, put them on the floor, okay? They can do the same move on the floor. So again, I'm gonna move this a little bit so you can see me. So my feet are going to go on the bench and my palms are going to be on the floor. So I'm in a palm plank. I'm gonna hold right here, hover. Your knees directly under your hip, flex your foot, and you're gonna hold for 15 seconds, and then you're gonna switch, and you're gonna hold for 15 seconds. So that is a elevated iso mountain climber hold. And then the last one is a bench hop. So elevate their heart rate just a little bit. Most of our clients don't mind that. We are going to put our hands here on the front part of the bench where it's big. We're gonna start on one side. Try and keep your back flat. We are going to be hopping from side to side. Squeeze your core up and over. 30 seconds. If the clients cannot do that, have them lie on their back and they will do alternating bicycles, okay? So bench core shootout 30 seconds, elevated iso mountain climber 15 per side, and then our bench side hops 30, and we do that twice.